Hey everyone, today I just wanted to do a quick video and go over something that I think gets overlooked a lot on these Mathews bows. So the new lift is an awesome bow, but one thing that I think that definitely could be improved is the stock grip on it. So it's a little bit rounded. This is the stock one that's going to come on it. But luckily with Mathews bows, there's a lot of accessories out there and a lot of good aftermarket grips. As you see here, these are just some of them. I don't have all of them, but these are the ones that I've tried. And one thing that I realized with this one is I was definitely creating a little bit of torque and just couldn't get a good consistent grip on it every single time. And that's something that's really important, especially when you're shooting a bow. You want to be repeatable and make sure you do the same thing over and over. So you want to make sure that grip is the same each time. And I was having a little bit of trouble getting the bows to tune, especially with the stock grip. So one thing, you can move the top hats around and everything, but to get some micro tuning is a little bit tougher on these bows, especially if you want to leave your rest at that 13/16 or center shot. So these are the engage grips. You can use them too. I found that to be a little bit better than the stock grip. Both are shot sense compatible if that is something that you're trying to do. But with the engage grips, I still couldn't get it perfect, but it was a lot better than the stock grip. The Shadow Creek grips are really nice. They're a little bit thicker than the engage grip. I shot them pretty well, but I ended up finding this Total Peep grip. It's a 0 degree. Just fit my hand better. It's got a really nice flat back, and it just seemed to be really repeatable for me, and I could get the bow to tune really well with it. I also did try the UV. This is the Be Real grip. I think it's the 2.0. It's got a nice flat back. It does have a little bit more angle to it if you put them together. Just a little bit more than the 0 degree Peep. So I ended up liking a little bit less of the angle. But they do offer more grips than I have even here. One thing about it though is some of the aftermarket grips aren't going to be shot sense compatible if that is something that you are really looking for. But if you are having problems getting this bow to tune, one thing that I highly recommend is looking at an aftermarket grip so you can be more consistent. It really helped me get this bow to tune good and just to be repeatable and do the same thing more consistent. So I highly recommend checking out the aftermarket grips for these bows. It definitely makes it a little bit easier to shoot in my opinion, and then allows you to put a little less torque on the bow. These bows are a little bit tougher to tune, especially if you're putting a little bit of torque on it. The 29.5 a little bit more than the 33 in my opinion. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Hopefully this was helpful. Please subscribe to my channel and follow along for upcoming videos on more gear coming out and with my adventures. Thanks for watching and stay hidden.